Want a story before we sign off?
Yeah, dude. Give me another one.
All right, so this story is a little bit longer. This story talks about mental health a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So like 5 or 6 years ago, I was diagnosed bipolar, and something totally new to me, man. You knew me back in high school, dude. I was all outgoing. I played football and all that stuff. I was hanging out with the boys, all that stuff. And then I got to college, and college was a little rough on me, dude. Like, I was having a hard time paying my bills and trying to keep up with class, working till like 4 in the morning, and then going to class at 10, sleeping in class, and just having really rough time. And then went to the military trying to get some money for school. Didn't wasn't all that I thought it was gonna be. And when I got back to school, I was just having a rough time. You know, I was doing partying a good bit, and like I'll be real, like I was experimenting with some stuff that like probably shouldn't have been. But I started getting depressed, and then around Christmas time, you know, I was real down, like to the point where I was like, I don't want to say suicidal, but I was having those thoughts. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know, what the fuck's going on? So then me and my friend, we had this plan since October where we were doing like basically a homeless Christmas, where we got a bunch of Christmas presents for like homeless people, got a bunch of clothes and sleeping bags and like all kinds of shit. And around that time, I swear to God, like a day later, it's like this explosion went off in my mind. And like, dude, my thoughts started speeding up, couldn't sleep, like all kinds of shit was going on. And like, it was just getting weird, dude. Like, I was thinking there was like demons in the basement type of stuff, and like worried they were gonna get my mom. And dude, it was like weird to me. And like I said, like I had experimented with drugs and stuff in the past, so like I know what the body does, what the mind does a little bit. But this shit I never experienced before. So I went to the doctor, went to the emergency room or whatever, got diagnosed bipolar, and then, dude, this is where it gets crazy, man. The first time I was in the hospital, I saw some crazy shit in the hospital, man.
No shit. You care to what was it? If you can.
Well, for starters, my roommate that was in the same room as me,
Yeah.
dude, a few days prior, put a shotgun to his head and was missing half of his nose and like his front teeth. But he lived.
Holy shit.
And I'm like talking to this dude laying in bed, like, I'm fucking, at this point, dude, I'm like mentally unstable. Like I'm literally mentally ill, and I'm like next to this guy, but I'm on medicine, so I'm feeling a little better. And I'm next to this guy who just tried to kill himself, and I'm like, dude, I was suicidal, like thinking about shit like that, like just a few weeks ago, and now I'm face to face with a guy who took a shotgun to his head and like tried to do it. Man, I saw that. I saw a lady that was pregnant in there that had the shakes, going through withdrawals, like trying to get sober to have a baby. I saw,
Hey.
yeah, dude. I saw some nasty shit. I saw a lady like shit her pants one time and then shake it out of her leg, dude. Like shit gets crazy in there. And here I am, like 21 years old, like sitting back, like what the fuck is going on? And like I didn't judge anybody when I was in there, because like I'm in there too. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously
Yeah.
we're all in here to, like, try to get better, try to fix what our problem is. Like half the people are mentally ill, some people are on drugs. Like it's just it's an interesting setting, dude. And that's when I started writing music, when I was in there.
Man. So how would you say that changed you to
Oh,
like
dude, that changed my life completely, man. Like I started reevaluating everything, what I put importance into, what I wanted to do with life, how I viewed people, how I viewed other people, and like my opinions and like judgments on others. And like, dude, I when I was going through it, this stuff lasted for like 3 years until I finally like found my happy ending to the story and like got on medicine and started doing all the right shit. This shit lasted like 3 years. So like, dude, I was really, really going through it. And I'm gonna save the stories because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of planning on writing a book about it.
Hey.
I don't want to share too much.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I've had my bouts with it, and I was even at one point in time, I had to go to a place. It was like for the weekend, man. It fucking sucked. Like you're there with some fucking. It makes you feel like you're not depressed. The amount of shit that some of these people, and I was never really big on the medicine they gave out. All the medicine like Seroquel, all that fucking shit. I hated it.
Me
You
too.
know,
Me
and
too.
like marijuana was really the one thing for me, that continues. And I've self medicated. I've fucking alcohol, whatever, you know. But yeah, I'll tell you the one thing that really changed my outlook on life was acid.
Oh yeah.
The one time I did acid, man, I looked at things differently now after that. I think it's one of those things that, man, before that I won't say I was lost, but I was like, what the fuck do I want to do with my life? I'm not saying hey, everyone go out and try acid,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but my outlook on life was fucking completely different after doing that, but yeah, man, that's fucking nuts, dude, about the fucking dude with I mean, you see some shit, man. So, I mean, it's awesome you're doing better, though. That's really.
Yeah, man. It was. Thank you. It was a long time coming, dude. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of me letting go and just kind of going with the flow and trusting in other people and just kind of I had to find a doctor that I liked because like the one in West Virginia that I had, dude, I went to like 2 appointments and I just fucking hated this doctor because she was trying to shove shit down my throat that I didn't want to take. Like, put me on a medicine. I gained like 30 pounds. I'm like, yo, I can't take this anymore. Like, this isn't right for me. And they're like telling me I'm wrong. And then I get a doctor out here where he kind of just let me, he's like, what do you want to take? I was like, I want to take this. He's like, okay. And then it didn't work. And he's like, okay, we got to change it up a little bit. And then we just kept working on it and working on it. And then like now, dude, I haven't had a problem in like over 2 years. Like
That's
I'm
awesome.
I'm chilling, man. I just take my medicine every day, get a shot in the ass once a month, and like I'm good to go.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that's what it's all. I think it's really about just finding your groove with it. Man, like each person's built different. How they think's different. You know, but that's awesome though. You're doing pretty good, and that's one of the main reasons, man, why I reached out to you. I was like, man, I gotta get Tyler on. I haven't talked to Tyler in so long, so. And I knew you moved out there and you went through some shit and everything, but that's awesome that you're feeling better and you're doing, that's awesome. It's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. I encourage anybody who's going through shit like to talk about it. Don't be afraid. Like, don't stay in your head with it. Like, go out, seek help, find a doctor, and just do what you got to do to get good. Like, cause that's what it's about. At the end of the day, like we're just all trying to live like a good, happy life and be healthy.
Exactly.